is James Simbi, and I'm the Senior Systems Engineer here at Spark Systems Limited. I mostly work in Software and Databases Department. Coffee. To be honest, there are a lot. I think to answer truthfully, because I noticed that I open a lot of tabs, maybe over 15, 20. I now divide them according to the browsers. So I open one in Edge, I open 10 in Edge, maybe 5 in Firefox, another 5 in Google Chrome. Mostly here we do software development as well as databases. So you're trying to find some things online that you can use. Say for example, you're facing some issues, so you've searched for some answer. So you don't want to lose that particular answer that particular time. So just keep it open. Sometimes just time management. Instead of you having to load that page all over again, you just keep it open. So the next time you come, you should just find it open. The most surprising thing is that people think that when you're a software engineer or you're a systems engineer, all that you're doing is running cables or coding. But when you look at it, you see that half of it is people skills, because what happens in this industry is that a person comes to you with their problem. So you need to understand what their problem is and suggest a solution on how you can implement it. And also, in as much as you will have to understand the code 100%, but you also have to be able to understand what the person is saying and explain to that particular individual. I think one thing that everyone should learn, or those people who want to learn tech, is that they must master learning. Because in tech, things change almost on a daily basis. So if you're stuck with tech that you knew 10 years ago, you'll be obsolete. Because if you just go, say for example, on YouTube, you find new things, or even the same technology that we use, you find out they've been updated. So if you still stick into the things that are of old, you'll be surprised that everything has changed and the world has moved on and is still behind. Say it as a technical story, but it so happened that this other time there was a client who called me that, we want you to change this thing. I'm about to get into a presentation with the board. So as I was trying to fix that, everything crashed. A minute before the person went on stage. So you can imagine the pressure that I was in at that particular time to make sure that, everything works.
Yeah, but did it work out?
Yeah. By the time the person was now starting his presentation, the system had got back online and he was able to do the presentation. Didn't even know that things went sour just in minutes before he went on stage. So we can call that both a failure and a success at the same time. Count that as an achievement. I mean, bringing a system that was down in less than a minute. That's a really big achievement. Problem solving under pressure. So problem solving as one word. Mission possible. Where here we don't take no for an answer. Whatever that a person brings to us, we make sure that we give it to them. The cloud, because most people, when you talk to them about the cloud or mention the cloud, they think that it's just some, weird magic that is happening in the sky, or they think that there are some servers that are sitting somewhere on Mars. But initially, in actual sense, it's just a computer somewhere. So even your PC, you can put it as a cloud, so long as people are able to get access to it. Another one, we can say cryptocurrency. I remember the certain minister from Uganda who was trying to explain what cryptocurrency is. What he said is that just money moving in the air.
Is it the Minister of Finance from Uganda?
Exactly.
That guy is a coach.
I think it will beg me not to open Visual Studio. If I went in tech, probably, maybe, I don't know, being a lawyer or something, or maybe an accountant, so that I can be knocking off me. But here I am. I think most people think that in systems engineering you are just fixing things that have already gone wrong, but in actual sense you are trying to prevent things from going wrong, because in system engineering you have to think in the future, whereby you have to anticipate that, say for example, this might have, if things happen in this way, how will the system respond? So you have to be forward thinking in your conversation as well as in your thoughts. So it's not just about fixing things, but it's about you spend most of the time preventing those particular risks from occurring? I would say blockchain. I think everybody's just saying, hey, for this tech to move, you need to, to incorporate blockchain in it. ABCDE, quantum computing, time blocking, whereby I put my time, in slots where this is the time that I do this, and from this I will do this, so that I shouldn't find myself being confused or maybe one task taking over the whole day. Then it was VS Code, but now with the coming in of AI, now it's Kesa. Because Kesa incorporates AI in it, so that means I no longer have to go to the browser to search for things. I can really do everything within the same ID. Yeah, so I think to a 5-year-old I can say that the work that I do is mostly make sure that computers do not break, so that they should be able to play games, and people also should be able to work somewhere else. People should also be able to talk to each other. So that's pretty much what I can tell the kid that at work. I make sure that computers do not break, so that people can work, children can play, and people can communicate. Yeah, someone once asked us if you will be able to develop some system in less than 2 days, which pretty much was not feasible. Probably they thought that you can just download the system from somewhere else. I think I will go into the future, maybe 10 to 20 years from now, so that I can see, how people have been saying that AI is going to take over. So we want to go into the future to see if that will really happen. The power button. When you're tired, you should learn, you know when to stop.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's also a life outside of work that you need to balance. So learn, to shut down and renew yourself. I've already said I'm a senior systems engineer here at Spark. So system engineering is mostly like you're in a bus, or maybe you are in an orchestra, where you are the conductor and the servers, the networks, the databases, as well as the applications, the instruments that different people are playing. So my job is to make sure that everything is in sync as the people are doing their work, and to make sure that everything is working, and then the people also on the other side, as in an orchestra, they're also enjoying the music. Yeah, so most important skill in this is being a person who has system thinking. So that means as you're thinking, you have to be thinking in a way that is not limited. You have to be open-minded to think beyond and think broadly, and also anticipate things that might happen in the future. So you should get to know, you should incorporate them in the present. So that when you do that, it will reduce also the work that you do, instead of you having to come at certain time to patch the system and whatnot. So you have to know that everything affects everything.